Hello, welcome back to my channel, Enjoy Plans. This week I am using this holiday splash kit. It is a printable from Pink Planner Shop, and I am using green tie-dye solids with this Deck the Halls foil bundle from Leonard Designs in sparkly hollow, sequins hollow. I feel like it's more sequins, but yes, it is super cute. This was Kittenish Girl Jess's like warm weather Christmas kit, and I did a DIY double box that I just laid down. That was not part of the kit. It was like a double, one of those like big square boxes, or it was just a single box scene. And I thought it was so cute and different than just the trees. So I kind of made it to fit into two boxes, and I love it. I'm so glad I did it. I feel like every Christmas kit, like last year I noticed that literally every Christmas kit, it was a double box scene with a tree on the side and a couch. Double box scene with a tree on the side and a couch. And it's like, that's so standard in what's expected for Christmas kits. It's like, that is Christmas, right? But I was like, it's getting a little repetitive. So I was like, well, why? Like, I thought the tree scene was cute, but like, it wasn't, like, sometimes they're like really gorgeous that you just have to have it. But this one, I was like, the best scene is the pool scene with the floaties, the Christmas floaties, and like the candy cane chairs in the back. I just thought that was so dang adorable. So I was like, well, that's going to be my scene. So sure enough, I did. I think that this spread is just super fun, and it's so funny that I'm using this kit for like, it's just so surreal that this is our life living in a warm weather place for Christmas. It gets me like every time. But this week was my husband's birthday spread, and it is kind of ironic that I'm using a warm weather Christmas spread for his birthday because he is a Pacific Northwest boy through and through. He loves, like, Arizona's growing on him. He loves it like at heart, but the warm weather is like not his absolute favorite. And he doesn't love that I set up for Christmas before his birthday, because he feels like Christmas should just be for December only. He's one of those people, if you know. And no offense if you're one of those people, I genuinely don't care. It's just funny. It's like an ongoing debate at our household. But anyways, he doesn't care. And I am not one of those like nice spouses that like lets him choose his birthday kit or picks a kit for him, because his birthday and even my birthday, it always falls around on holiday and like primetime seasonal time. So he doesn't get to choose, and I barely even get to choose for my birthday. But also, like I said, he doesn't care. So this is what I chose because of the colors. I do feel like the green tie-dye was a fun choice, but it was a little busy, especially with the sequins hollow, but again, it was fun. This art had like a lot of whites and stuff, so I didn't know. I wanted like a fun print. I just wanted fun foil for this, and I feel like it really was fun foil. And that's why I chose more of like the sparkly sequins hollow instead of just regular hollow. I also have a couple other spreads that I'm using hollow with. I feel like this is the Christmas for hollow in my planner, for better or for worse. I feel like every year I always have like one foil color that I just like double down on. This year it's hollow. And friends of hollow, like this sparkly hollow. But yeah, let me know, what do you use? I feel like I always am so busy trying to do like fun foil that I miss out on the like traditional foil and like a gold spread. Like I feel like I have not done a gold spread, just traditional gold, in so long. So sorry, I binder clipped it open and closed, and that's probably really loud. But anyways, let's dig into this week. This week was a very, very busy week. On Monday, one of my really good friends, she lives back in Washington still, but her parents live in Arizona they live like about 45 minutes away, but with traffic, it took me over an hour and a half to get there. And I went after school on Monday, but I really wanted to see her and I wanted to meet her baby. She had a baby in September, and that's just like always exciting. So it was worth it to drive to hang out with her, and her family I know quite well because we were like middle school. She was like one of my first friends when I transferred schools in 8th grade, and then we stayed friends all the way through, and our families would hang out in the summer together. Like we would vacation at the same place, at the same lake town. And yeah, so that was fun. And her mom cooked really good food. It was like Indian food, which like a curry, and I never have that. I barely grabbed like anything, and she was like, "What? You're offending me," joking offended. And I'm like, I didn't want to tell her that I don't have Indian food. But she made it gluten-free for me, and I ended up going back for a second, so it was delicious. So maybe it's opening my eyes to new food, which is always good. Then on Tuesday, I ended up working late because I was on nephew duty back to back on Tuesday and Wednesday this week. My brother had to go out of town, so I was helping my sister-in-law drive around with the three boys in their three different schedules. And if you watched last week's Plan With Me, my 6th grade nephew has the craziest Tuesdays. I mean, every day, but especially on Tuesdays, because he's in this weird season where he's overlapping his school baseball and his fall baseball team. So I ended up working late till he was done with his school baseball. And then, which was like 2 hours after school. And I needed it. I needed the extra time because I knew that this like upcoming season was going to be so busy, and I'm so glad I did. I'm glad I had the excuse to like put my head down and work and get it figured out. And then after practice, we came back to our place. Thankfully, we live so close to school, so we got to play some games. We played Sequence and Mantis. If you've ever played, those are like very different games, but Sequence is a fun game and a good like strategy game. He loves games. His whole family does. Like his parents are board gamers. Like that's what I mean by gaming, not video games, but so they have a ton. He's exposed to a ton and he loves it. But he had never played Sequence before because it's like just like a classic. So we played that, and that was fun, and I beat him, which always feels good because he's really good at games. Not that it's about the winning. And then we played Mantis, which is like a lighthearted, like colored type matching game. It's fun. I ended up playing it the next day with my other nephew as well. They taught us it, so we bought it for like that exact reason. Then we were driving him, the 6th grade nephew, back and forth from practices. We took him to Chipotle and then took him home for the evening, which was fun. My sister-in-law was setting up a DIY Christmas t-shirt party for my 6th grade nephew and all of his friends for the next night. And it was like their version of a Christmas party kind of hangout. But the 3rd grade nephew, he has Marketplace at the school, and what he's going to sell is these DIY Christmas kit. You buy your own t-shirt, but then you buy the kit to like glue all the fun stuff on. I don't know. 3rd grade Marketplace, they're always like funny, weird ideas, kitschy things. So it should be funny. But she wanted to do a party with the 6th grade as like her tester clients to see what she needed to buy and do and all that. So that was kind of funny and unique and just extra over the top. Then on Wednesday, I was on my 3rd grade nephew duty that day, which was just fun to have like individual auntie dates with them. And like Tyler, my husband, tagged along for some of it, but it was good to just spend time with them. We have a bocce ball kind of corner in our new house, which we may or may not keep because we might just want the extra grass space. And my husband wants to make it like a little golf area. But we played bocce ball. The 3rd grader, he loves like anything sports and competitive like that. And then we also played Mantis, that card game, with him. I took him through Black Rock Coffee because he's my fellow gluten-free in the family, and they have gluten-free donuts that are just like life-changing. So we went through there to get that, and I was like, "Do you want anything to drink?" And he's like, "Yeah, can I get a smoothie?" So we asked the guy in the drive-thru. He's like, "Can you mix smoothie flavors?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, totally, of course. What are you thinking?" And my nephew goes, "Mango and green apple." And the guy like laughs at him through the speakerphone of the drive-thru and was like, "I can honestly say I've never heard anybody do that combo." And of course, like my 3rd grade nephew was just giggling, thought it was like the best drink of his life. But I'm like, nasty. It was just so nasty. It's a classic kid thing where they just drink like the weirdest things. Anyways, we took him to baseball practice, and we took him out to our favorite gluten-free restaurant where like everything is gluten-free. So that was fun for him. He was like, I can't believe it's just like all of us are gluten-free, because my husband also is allergic to gluten, which is just the biggest life gift to have a spouse that has the same allergy as you, especially since mine is a lot more severe. And then that night is when a cyclone hit Washington, and it was kind of stressful because all of our friends and family lost power, and my parents were supposed to come down already in a couple days, but they were without power. School was closed. This actually happened like the night before, happened on Tuesday night. So Wednesday they were closed with no power, and then Thursday like it was looking like no power and closed, and so it was just like they shouldn't be at home. So all of us kids, like us 3 kids, were calling my parents, and they barely have cell service, and they're trying to make decisions. We're like, just come over early, come down to Arizona early. But my mom works on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and she didn't want to like school to randomly open on Friday and then them be left hanging. She teaches music, so it's so hard for them to find subs. But they ended up coming down early, which I'm super glad that they did. And because their house didn't get power back until like Saturday night, so they would have been going from Tuesday to Saturday with no power, which is just ridiculous. But yeah, school ended up opening on Friday, so I kind of felt bad for her. So she was like on the phone with them, like trying to figure out sub plans. But at the same time, I'm like, it's Friday, like I don't know, the kids weren't going to learn anything anyways, which sounds terrible, but at the same time, a school day is a school day, and for them, they're working on Christmas concert stuff, so that like every day is very valuable to her. So I get it. But that was like a big deal, and it was kind of weird. Like we weren't there, so we were just kind of talking to our parents, and thankfully my in-laws were actually coming on the next day anyways for my husband's birthday. And actually they came Wednesday night. They were supposed to come Monday, but they delayed it with all the cyclone stuff, so they came Wednesday night. So they kind of were able to flee from it. Then on Thursday, it was my husband's birthday, and after school, I went and grabbed him like a giant swig and got some of his favorites at Whole Foods. He surprised me with so much more, but he works from home, like he has the flexibility. I don't, so any errands that I do feel like take twice as long because, one, we live 5 minutes from school, so like nothing's on my way home, and then 2, I am going when everybody's out on the road. But it was still good to pick up some of his favorite things. And my in-laws, like I said, were in town, so they took him to Topgolf, and we went out to our favorite pizza place. Then I was just exhausted that night because of just everything going on and just a busy week, like lots of socializing. I'm very much an introvert. Like I like family time and I like socializing, but I'm very much an introvert and like my me time, especially in the evenings. Then on Friday, I ended up working late and then hanging out with our in-laws again. Since they were still in town, they were really only in town for like just a couple days, so just trying to maximize time with them. They helped my husband out with some projects. Well, they, meaning my father-in-law, helped my husband out with a couple projects, like putting on some closet doors and some new cabinet, like under cabinet stuff, and a couple other projects. So yeah, that was great to have that. We went to Flower Child, and I went to bed early on Friday. Then on Saturday, we did more furniture shopping, and I just soaked up time outside, and we went to Shake Shack for dinner and continued watching our Silo show. Just a chill day. I feel like I needed a couch potato, a rot day, and that's what it was on Saturday, and it felt so good. Then on Sunday, we ended up meeting my parents up for lunch and did some shopping, and my mom and I finally got to see the Wicked movie. I say finally, it came out like 2 days before, so yeah, but I feel like it's been like long awaited, so let me know if you've seen the movie. It was incredible. I literally, what rock was I hiding under? I did not even know it was a part 1 and a part 2, but yeah, it was really good to see it, and the music was incredible. So that's my base. Let's skip to the end. I'm doing just like another little zoom in here so you could see the green tie-dye. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.